Hey everyone, thanks for watching Sports News Highlights. My name is Ryan Woolley. Let me get you caught up with the top stories happening in the world of sports today. We'll begin in the Big Apple. The U.S. Open has now reached the end of round one and the start of round two on both the men's and women's side. And we'll start with the defending U.S. Open champ on the men's side. That's Carlos Alcaraz. Cruised through the second round, winning in straight sets over Dominic Koepfer. Koepfer did his best to fight through the pain in the first set, but the second set became too much after suffering an ankle injury in the first frame. Next on the docket, though, how about unranked Arthur Fils of France staging a comeback win in his match against Talon Griekspoor of the Netherlands, who was ranked 24th in the tournament. This was no easy match on either side of the court. It took 5 sets, where Fils won by 2 in the final. The Frenchman now has his first Grand Slam win underneath his belt. He takes it 4-6, 6-3, 5-7, 6-4, 7-5. Finally, on the women's side, shocking loss for Venus Williams. She fell to Greet Meninen in straight sets, 6-1, 6-1. 7-time tournament champ entering her 100th U.S. Open match felt confident, but ended up with an early exit instead. Now let's head over to the NFL. Tuesday was the day for teams to cut down the roster to 53. But with that, fans were also anxiously awaiting to see what team would trade for this guy right here, talking about Jonathan Taylor. The answer? Well, no one would know before the deadline, but there is a team that's in the mix that might surprise you. And that team, it's none other than the Green Bay Packers. They were in serious talks with the Colts about a deal for Taylor, and even though a trade never materialized, it doesn't mean one couldn't happen in the future. Taylor has said he wants out of Indy, and as of now, if a deal would be met, he still has to sit out the first 4 games after being placed on the PUP list. Speaking of running backs, though, the Vikings signing former Dolphins tailback Myles Gaskin, who was released by Miami to meet their roster limit. The move now will reunite Gaskin with former head coach Brian Flores, as he is Minnesota's defensive coordinator. The Steelers moving forward with Houston Texans cornerback Desmond King, who was cut, and they have now come to terms on a 1-year deal. King earned All-Pro honors as a punt returner and defensive back in 2018 with the Chargers. And finally, Trey Lance will have an opportunity with a new team moving forward. The former 49ers QB is signed on with the Dallas Cowboys and will back up current quarterback Dak Prescott. Well, let's look at your top stories here on SNH. My name is Ryan Woolley. Be sure to check back in every day, though, for the best in sports, news, and highlights.